Hey guys, let me know if you can hear me. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear.
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me? All right, I'm just admitting everyone as they arrive. I accidentally signed in, don't make fun of me, but I accidentally signed into my 4th period Zoom, and so I've been sitting there for like 5 minutes, and I'm like, I wonder why nobody's showing up. And then I realized I was on the wrong Zoom link. So sorry about that, guys. All right, so just so you guys know, everybody is admitted on mute and their videos are off. So that way nobody has to see you and we don't have tons of background noise. So you can't do Disney Plus right now. Just go watch what you're watching. Sorry, not right now. So anyway, sorry about that. I'm just waiting another minute for more people to come on, and then as soon as I let everybody in, we'll get started. I just don't want to start until I let you guys all in. All right, let's also look at the chat. Oh, perfect. I see you guys are chatting on the side. Perfect. All right, so I hope everyone had a nice 17-day break. It's been crazy and hectic. My best friend actually lost her father. So he was the first physician to pass in Florida. So it's been emotional and crazy, but I hope you guys are practicing, safe social distancing and keeping yourselves and your families safe. So welcome to our new online virtual school. I kind of want to just go over some things with you guys. So I am going to screen share. Just give me 1 second. All right, so this is, and I'm going to put the chat up so I can actually see if you guys write anything. Okay. So this is our Canvas course. The district wants you guys to log in to the single sign-on at least once a day. So when you log in through single sign-on, it actually logs that your attendance. So every day you need to go on to the single sign-on and sign into Canvas through there. That is how they're going to track your attendance, which meets your requirements for your courses. So once you get into Canvas, you should have a dashboard. And I gave it to you. Once you get to your dashboard, you are able to click on your course. So you click on this course, which is Geometry Honors. And then you're going to, the first screen you're going to see has my name. It has that you guys are in Geometry Honors, my email. These are my office hours. So if you have any questions, you can send me a text through Remind or email during office hours on here. You can email to my Broward Schools email, or you can also send through here. Okay, so you can communicate through Canvas as well. All right. We're doing a lot of the same stuff. So in terms of you guys are still turning in your homework digitally, which we've always been doing, but I did change that up just a little bit. Your syllabus is still here. I did take down your pacing guide because I'm switching that up, and I know that you guys will be very happy to hear that. So your your pacing guide, instead of having 2 lessons a day most days, I have stretched that out. So we don't have the EOC with 3 weeks remaining of school after the EOC. So I have an extra 3 weeks to be able to use. So I'm stretching it out to where you have 1 lesson a day, not 2. So that'll be nice for you guys. In addition, someone's calling me. Can you guys hear me? Can you just tell me if you guys can hear me? You can just type in the chat. Okay, perfect. So, so a student was trying to call me, so I wasn't sure if something wasn't going right with my audio. Anyway, so our high school schedule is right here. Just because these are your class periods doesn't mean that your work has to be done during those class periods unless the teacher specifies. You may or may not have virtuals during these class periods. It really is just dependent upon each of your teachers and their specific requirements and requests. You should be able to figure out what your teachers are doing by looking on Canvas on their announcements or their assignment posts and seeing what their directions tell you. If they're not up yet, they will be up shortly. And if not, you can always email your teachers, firstname.lastname@browardschools.com. This new adjusted schedule just allows students to be able to go and get breakfast if that's something that they need to do. Okay, so that's like a little bit about that. So something that is different, it says, have homework questions, please post them here by 9 p.m. daily. So when you click on that, it is going to open it up to a shared Word document. So this shared work document, I'm not sure, can you guys see the shared Word document or did it stay on Canvas? I'm not sure, so I wanted to ask you. But okay, perfect. So this shared Word document, you would just type your name, the page number, and the problem numbers that you don't understand in your homework, and then I'll be able to put together a video or a live, either way, being able to explain how to do those problems. Let me admit another student. Okay, so welcome, Trevor. So we have this Word document that you just type in your name, your page number, and your problem numbers, and I'll clear out the previous ones, or I guess we'll just kind of keep going down with it. We'll figure it out as we go. But you'll request homework problems, and we'll be able to put those on live videos. Or just pre-recorded videos and insert them into our Canvas links, okay, our Canvas assignments. So that's something new. And then if you go to assignments, and your view looks a little different, I can actually go to the student view if you want. Let's go to, I need to move your group chat out of my way so I can actually see what I'm doing. All right, so if I go into the student view, so you guys can actually see what I'm doing, I have to go to home to do that. All right, student view. Okay, so when I go to assignments, you can see here your assignments. So this is today's assignment, right? The first day of virtual school and Chapter 8 test. Everything has a deadline. If you've noticed, instead of having my deadline be 7 a.m. the following day, everything's going to be due by 11:59 p.m. But you can always work ahead unless something has a code. So I did lock today's Chapter 8 test until after we go over any homework questions, okay? So as soon as we're done with this, then that will open up. So when I click on today's class, today's agenda, you can see that I have our Zoom links. So first hour, second hour, and fourth hour. These are links for today's instructional time to be able to show you guys what we are going to be doing and how we're going to be doing it. So we have a warm-up. So if you did it already, wonderful. If you haven't done your warm-up yet, that's okay. You can do it after this live. So you're going to complete this warm-up. It's just, are you ready for chapter 9? And then I made a video last night working through all of those 7 questions so that you understand how to do them. And if you did have any questions on them, even after seeing me work through them, then you could always put that homework question, you could put that question with that live shared Word document so that I can see those questions and be able to address them, okay? So your learning activities today, we're going over your chapter 8 review, okay? So those worked out solutions are already posted, so you have to check your answers, and then hopefully you've posted some questions here, which I don't think I saw any, so we'll ask them live today. And then you guys have your chapter 8 test that you guys can take after we're done with this live. I also posted an optional midterm. The optional midterm is due by 11:59 Tuesday night if you choose. Okay, hold on one second. I can open it. Okay, just check and make sure it looks okay, Madeline. Okay, sorry about that. Yes, my kids are home with me, so this is gonna be an interesting time. So our optional midterm review, sorry if I lost my train of thought a little bit. My optional midterm review is because some kids are sitting at a B+ and they opted that they wanted to take the midterm. They didn't want to exempt it because they wanted the opportunity to be able to get an A on their midterm to raise their overall GPA. Because as you know, your quarter 3 is 30% of your grade, quarter 4 is 30% of your grade, your midterm is 10% of your grade, and your EOC is 30% of your grade. They haven't readjusted that yet because as of now, they're saying that they're still gonna have you take the EOC in next school year. So they're saying not this school year, but they're postponing it to next school year, and you'd have to take your EOC next school year. I don't know if things will change and they'll decide not to do that or not, but as it stands, you're still expected to take that. They might do a county final or something that equates to that 30% to go into your grade before the EOC. I really don't know what they're gonna do. Nothing's in stone. However, your midterm does factor into your overall grade, and I wanted you guys to have the opportunity to take the midterm if you so choose. How that's gonna work is you just take the midterm. The code is thankful. And did you guys hear that? It was thankful. And so all you're gonna do with that is you're gonna take it, and if you score higher than your grade on third quarter, then you get that grade for your midterm. If your third quarter grade ended up being higher, then your third quarter grade becomes your midterm grade. So we were told to just make your midterms your third quarter grade, but I wanted to give you guys the opportunity to have a shot at increasing that for your midterm grade if you so choose. The midterm will not go into your third quarter grade at all. It is a separate grade, but it'll either be the optional midterm or your third quarter grade, depending on whichever is the higher of the two. Sorry, I'm admitting more students. Okay, so that's how the midterm works. And then your chapter 8 test, I will give you guys the code for that. I'll give it to you guys now, but you can take that after we're done with this. So the code for your chapter 8 test is ACE, A-C-E, ACE, what you're gonna do with that test. You're gonna ace it, all right? And then, okay, so something that I did change up. So you don't have any physical homework due tonight because you're not doing a lesson tonight. However, your future homeworks, just to save a little bit of time for myself, because Canvas is getting a little bit bogged down with so many users that it's taking extra time to open up each document on my end. So I know in the past, you guys would send me like 6 or 7 pictures for each assignment. And instead, I'm going to only accept PDFs and or Word documents, okay? So 1 submission per homework assignment. And I'm gonna show you guys how to do that right now. So let me share my screen differently. I am gonna move over to my RecordX real quick. So if you guys have if you have an iPhone, what you're going to want to do is go to the notes. Do you guys see here where it says notes? Oops, wrong thing. Notes. And then you're going to open up a new note, okay? So you're going to open up a new note. And when you open up a new note, do you see how it has a little camera? There's a camera here. If I click it, I then get the option to scan documents, okay? So once I have that, if I have a homework assignment that I wanted to scan, I literally just go and if you have it lined up nicely, it'll actually auto select the whole page. So I can press retake if it doesn't do it that well. Just my document camera's kind of in my way. Okay, so once it has the first page, I can click save, and then I can add another page. So I can just keep adding pages to this until it's a big old document. So I'm gonna go to my next page. I'm gonna take a picture of it. I'm gonna keep the scan. And I'm gonna press, and it says ready for next scan. So you can literally just keep scanning them in a row. So what you wanna do is you scan it, keep scan, and just keep scanning the rest all consecutively. And it is going to turn it into a consecutive scan, one solid document. So if you keep scanning without exiting in between, it'll make it one consecutive document, which you can then press this little arrow up here. I don't know if you guys can see this up here. You can press that, and you can send this to OneDrive. Okay, you want to send it to your OneDrive. So if you don't have OneDrive on your phone, you want to, you're going to want to download OneDrive to your phone. Okay, so that's something that you definitely want to add, is to download OneDrive to your phone, and then that way you can just upload it. You guys have a free OneDrive account through Broward Schools. You can upload it to your OneDrive, and then you can from there, put it into the assignment through Canvas, okay? So Canvas, you can get to your OneDrive and upload from there, okay? So that's just a nice way to be able to do homework where everything is a consecutive picture. There are also tons and tons and tons of, sorry, someone else is trying to get in. Okay, I keep admitting students into this live. All right, so there's also tons of online apps, or cell phone apps for if you do have a, say you have a Android, or even if you do have a an Apple, say you don't want to use the notes, say that's just not the way that you want to do it. There's tons of apps that you can just scan documents with, and it does the exact same thing. So it's just personal preference if you want to download an app, or if you want to use the notes icon on your iPhone. Okay, we'll get some Paw Patrol nail polish later, okay, honey? I love you. Mama's working, okay?
You need to buy like a big thing like.
Okay, not right now, Brooklyn. Sorry about that, guys. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so that's how you're gonna scan your homework. So if we look on,
Mom, buy me the thing like this.
okay, honey.
Like a big thing.
Later, baby girl.
But I want it right now.
I'm working right now, honey. Later. Thank you.
I want it.
All right, so if I am looking here,
I want it right now.
your chapter 8 test is, you guys can take after this live. If I look at the next date, so this is tomorrow's date. So this is what is tomorrow's assignment. So if I click on here, this is your warm-up. You have to copy for your notebooks, and then you have a few problems here. I will make a video and I'll embed it here as soon as I get that done. Showing you those worked out solutions. Hold on one second, guys. Okay, so I will make a video when my kids are napping on those, and I will upload it. And then I also have,
Can you go to Amazon and buy my mermaid bikini too?
if you and your sister go and let me teach, please. So we have homework that's posted here. This is the homework from today, and it's posted on tomorrow as homework that we're going to review. So if you have any questions, always make sure that you post them so that I know which problems to make a video on, okay? And then I will post the video of any of the problems that you didn't understand. You also have your lessons. So 9.1 is going to be tomorrow's assignment. So you're going to watch 9.1 from YouTube, but you're going to click on it through here. And these are the homework problems that you guys have to complete. So you guys need to study for your 9.1 to 9.2 quiz, which is going to be on Thursday. The answers to your 9.1 homework are here, the worked out solutions, and your 9.1, 9.2 quiz review answers, worked out solutions are here. And once again, you're going to click on here and post any questions from that assignment that you don't understand that you want me to go over, okay? So just keep that running Word document. It's a shared document. Anyone can add to it so that you know what happened if you did the work when the lessons were combined. Okay, so a student's asking what happens if you did the work when the two lessons were combined. So if you already did your work and already submitted it, that's totally fine. What you're gonna do is look on your Canvas, and most likely one of the assignments is already graded, and the other assignment that isn't, just upload the document there as well. So instead of having 2 lessons a day, I have 1 lesson a day. So if you already did it with 2 lessons, beautiful, let them dry, honey. So if you have 2 lessons on 1 paper because you already pre-did it, that is completely fine. Just upload it to both of those assignments, okay? Just so I can give you credit on both of them. And that's how we're gonna deal with that. Canvas will probably have a little bit of issues in the very beginning because of the fact that, okay, thank you. So Canvas is probably gonna have a little bit of issues because it's not used to having so many people on it all at once. For me, I couldn't get through Canvas through the single sign-on today. I have a saved Canvas link on my, like up top of my saved applications, like my saved common sites. And so I clicked that link and it got me right there. So I signed into Clever and then I clicked my saved link to Canvas because for some reason Canvas was not working for me through Clever, which was a little bit frustrating. But I was able to get that to work anyway. Okay, so that's like a little workaround that might work for you if it's acting up. Okay, and then once again, I'm gonna click on here and see if anybody has posted any questions for today's chapter 8 review so that I know which problems that you guys want me to work out right now. Nobody has. So if you have any questions, click on that link and type in your name and the page numbers and problem numbers that you would like me to go over. And I can go over anything that you guys want on the chapter 8 reviews. Okay, so there's a chapter 8 review and chapter 8 practice test. So go ahead and type in your problems that you guys need. If you could do that now, that would be wonderful. Does anybody have any questions? Is anybody trying to do that? You can also type that into the chat field so that I can know that you're doing that. or if there's problem numbers that you had, you guys can let me know that. That'd be wonderful. All right, so I'm not getting any questions. I guess you guys don't have any questions on the Chapter 8 review. I guess the worked out solutions was enough. If not, you can always, oh, it looks like someone might be typing. Let's see. Jordan Ondo looks like she's on my document. I'm not sure if she's gonna add something or not. We'll see. Looks like the kids are starting to get on there. So, are you guys seeing my live Word document? Is that what's being projected for you? Because you don't always see what I see, so I just kind of curious. Yes, okay, perfect. So someone wrote, do we have homework for tonight? Yes and no. So you don't have traditional homework tonight. There's nothing that is turned in through Canvas with the exception of, you do have, so if I go back to look at your Canvas, right? And I click on today's assignment. Today's assignment is the first day of virtual school. Do 3:30 by right before midnight, 11:59 p.m. So when I click on here, it tells you everything that's expected of you today. So what's expected of you today is to join or watch the Zoom once I post the recording. And then you have a warm-up, and I did a solutions video. So you're going to do your warm-up, watch the solutions video, your homework that you did over break, or you did, I think it was that Monday, the first day off, you guys did this. Any questions that you have on that, you're going to post to me now so I can solve them. Those worked out solutions were posted, right? So you're going to tell me which ones to go over now. And then once we're done with this live, you're going to take your Chapter 8 test. All right. So if I click on this, it'll tell me how many questions and all that fun stuff. So it's 17 questions and you have 40 minutes, okay? So you're gonna take that sometime today before midnight, all right? So you have the next 14 hours to get that done, but it's 40 minutes. You only get one attempt. It is graded on accuracy. And then you have the optional midterm. So if you wanted to do the optional midterm, you have until tomorrow night, right before midnight, to get that completed. So that's your only work after this live that you guys need to get done. And I didn't want to give you guys a lesson today because I thought that it would be a little overwhelming to have that in addition. So like I said, your old pacing guide, I decided to stretch it out, and you are going to have one lesson a day every day. Okay, not two. So it looks like Jordan wants page 553 to 555. Numbers 15 and 23. Does anybody else have any requests? If you want to type it in to the group chat, you can type it in to the homework review request page, or you can just say it out loud if you unmute your microphone. I'm turning to these pages so I can do these two problems. Okay, so somebody said 13. Is 13 on the chapter review or the chapter test? Is it on the pages 353 to 355, or is it on page 356? 356, number 13. Thank you. And I'll add you to this document. right, 16 on the chapter review, Kayla. All right, so Kayla, Lee, page 553, number 16. Okay. All right, guys, so I am going to get started on going over these. So I'm going to share my document camera. Okay, so our first request, page 553 to 555, number 15. Okay, in quadrilateral PQRS, PQ is 5 centimeters, QR is 10 centimeters, and angle PQR is 36 degrees. Sketch PQRS, find and label all of its side lengths and interior angle measures. Okay, so we know, it's number 15, we have PQRS, and we know that angle Q is 36. So angle Q is either here or here. So PQRS, 36, one of those acute angles, right? We have to go in order, PQRS. PQ is 5 centimeters. QR is 10 centimeters. And angle PQR is 36 degrees. Find and label all the side lengths and all the interior angle measures. So it is a parallelogram. So opposite sides are parallel and congruent. So that's 5 centimeters and SR is 5 centimeters. If QR is 10 centimeters, then PS is 10 centimeters. Okay? If angle Q is 36 degrees, then angle S is 36 degrees. Opposite angles are congruent. Consecutive angles are supplementary. So 180 minus 36 is 144. So angle R is 144 degrees and angle P is 144 degrees. Okay? Is everyone okay on that? You can give me a thumbs up or say yes in the chat or verbally say yes. I think it was Jordan that wanted this. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Jordan. All right, so number 16. The perimeter of parallelogram EFGH is 16 inches. That's the distance around it, okay? Add up all sides. If EF is 5 inches, find the lengths of all the other sides. Explain your reasoning. So all I have to do is write EFGH. It doesn't really matter where I put them as long as I go in order, right? Go clockwise or counterclockwise. I like to go clockwise. The whole entire perimeter, all sides add to 16, and it says that EF is 5 inches. And it wants to know all the other sides, okay? So if I add up all the other sides, this one's 5 inches because opposite sides are congruent, correct? Opposite sides are parallel and congruent. So this would be 10 inches already taken into account. So if the whole thing adds up to 16 minus the 10 we already know, we have 6 remaining inches. And that needs to be divided by 2 equal amounts. So they're going to be 3 inches each. So we have 3 inches here and 3 inches here, and that is every single side length for number 16. All right, is that one good? Perfect, thank you so much, sweetheart. All right, number 23. All right, so on 23. It's so weird when I don't hear you guys, but I think it's better for you guys to not have so much background noise with you guys muted, but it definitely is odd when I'm talking to myself. So in exercises 23 and 24, use the diagram of a recycling container. One end of the container is an isosceles trapezoid with FG parallel to JH, and the measure of angle F is 79 degrees. Find the measure of angle G, the measure of angle H, and the measure of angle J. Okay, so I'm looking right here. And I'm going to redraw this one little area. And it says that it's a trapezoid with FG parallel to JH. So these are my parallel sides. And it says that it's an isosceles trapezoid. So it's, remember how if it's like an isosceles triangle, it's kind of like part of the isosceles triangle was cut off. So these two legs are congruent, which means their base angles are congruent, base angles theorem, right? So what are they telling me? They said that angle F is 79 degrees, and they want to know what are the other angles. Well, if this is 79, then this one's 79 because the base angles of an isosceles trapezoid are congruent. These are parallel, so consecutive interior angles are supplementary. 180 minus 79 is going to give you 101. So we have 101 degrees here and 101 degrees here. Another thing you can do to check is a trapezoid is a quadrilateral. It has 4 sides. 4 minus 2 times 180, we're at, like, right, n minus 2 times 180, where n is the number of sides, tells you the sum of interior angles. So 4 minus 2 is 2. 2 times 180 is 360. So we know that all of these have to add up to 360, right? Remember n minus 2 times 180, where n is the number of sides. A quadrilateral is 4 sides. So 2 times 180 is 360. The sum of interior angles must be 360. So if you did 360 minus 101, minus 101, minus 79, minus 79, it'll zero out because all these add up to 360, which is like a nice double check to make sure that you didn't mess anything up, okay? So those are the review questions, although somebody else is just asking right now for number 20, okay? So number 20, right here. Classify the special quadrilateral, then find the values of x and y. Okay, so this, opposite sides are parallel. Diagonals are intersecting perpendicularly. This is a rhombus, okay? So, and we know that because of these intersecting at 90 degrees, okay? Well, if it's a rhombus, then the diagonals bisect each other. So if this is 21, this is 21. So y is 21. So if this is 21 and this is 21, then there's 21s here. So there'd be a 21 here and a 90 degrees here. So 180 minus 90 is 90, minus 21 is 69, making x 69. Ariana, is that good? Perfect. All right, so moving on to our chapter test, our practice test. So this one is page 556, number 13. So one side of a quadrilateral JKLM is longer than another side. Suppose that JKLM is an isosceles trapezoid. In a coordinate plane, find the possible coordinates of the vertices of JKLM and justify your answer. So basically, you could choose anything, okay? One side of the quadrilateral is longer than the other side. Well, yeah, if it's an isosceles trapezoid. So for this one, this is number 13. Isosceles trapezoid. So I'm going to choose here for one of my points. And then maybe I'll go up 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. And then I'm going to choose another point. So maybe I want this to be 3 up here. So down 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1, because I need these to be equal. So if this one's up 4 over 1, then this one's also over 1, down 4, because that way 1 squared is 1, 4 squared is 16. So this is the square root of 17. If I did Pythagorean theorem real quick, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And then this base here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be an isosceles trapezoid. Okay, exactly one set of parallel sides. And the base, the legs are congruent. Then it says, suppose, and this is JK JKLM. So I'm just going to label it JKLM. Then it says, suppose JKLM is a kite. In a coordinate plane, find possible coordinates for the vertices of JKLM. Justify your answer. So we want to do a kite. So a kite, maybe I'm going to go with 0, 0 for one of my points. I'm going to go over 2, up 3. Over 2, up 3. That's the bottom half of my kite. And then maybe I'm going to go up 5 over 2. Or I can go smaller if I want, maybe up 2 over 2. Let's do that, up 2 over 2. So up 2 over 2. So right here, this is 2, 2, 2 rad 2. 2, 2, 2 rad 2, right? It's a little 45, 45, 90 triangle. And you don't have to label these like these lengths. You can, but you don't have to. Over here would be 2 and 3, right? So if there's like a 2 and a 3, 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9, 9 plus 4 is 13. So this is going to be the square root of 13 if I do a quick little Pythagorean theorem. So I know these two lengths are equal and these two lengths are equal. Yes, ma'am?
Mom, put nail polish on my toes.
Okay, since you guys are painting your toes, be very, very careful not to get nail polish on any furniture or rugs or anything. Be very, very careful, okay?
And not on chairs.
Right, we don't want it on our chairs. Sorry about that, guys. So that would be a kite. And then C, name another special quadrilateral that JKLM could be. So other types of quadrilaterals, we could have trapezoids, parallelograms, rectangles. It says that one side is longer than another. So it cannot be a square and it cannot be a rhombus because those have all equal sides. All right, but every other type of quadrilateral would be fine. All right, so I guess that is everything. Let me just double check. Somebody's trying to get in. Let me just double check that there are no other questions posted on your requests. So we went over everything. Let's just add in Ariana's. And all of these are now in our video. So if any students from other classes need to see these, they can always reference this video to be able to see these. And you guys can reference it as well because I am going to post this to our Canvas course. All right, so this will be embedded in today's lesson so you guys can go over these again at your leisure anytime you want to review it. Does anybody have any other questions for me about how we're running anything, what to expect? Anything at all?
I have a question about the Chapter 8 test.
Okay.
So didn't we do that already on the under a different assignment?
What do you mean?
Like, because I thought I already did the Chapter 8 test.
Did you do it in that other? No, nobody did because I haven't given you guys the code. Nobody took the Chapter 8 test yet.
Wait, really?
Really? What you are thinking about is your 8.3 to 8.4 quiz. You guys took that on that Monday the 16th?
I think.
It was
I think that's what I'm
You
thinking.
took virtually an 8.3, 8.4 quiz on Monday the 16th. This is your,
Okay, that's
your full chapter test, and nobody's taken it yet because I haven't given you guys the code. The code is ACE, A-C-E,
Okay.
and it's available until midnight tonight. You have to be done with it by then. I think I
Okay.
told you guys before. I think it's like 17 questions in 40 minutes. Okay, and then the
All right.
optional midterm is all that you guys have to worry about today. And then tomorrow we'll do 9.1, and that homework will be due, and so on. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. I know this is all so new and different for everybody. When will we be using Teams? I personally am not using Teams. I'm using Zoom, not Teams. Every single teacher is allowed to choose if they want to use Zoom or if they want to use Teams, if they want to just be digital and not use virtual lives, they're allowed to do that as well. So it just really depends from teacher to teacher. For me, I'm going to make videos of the lessons, like of the homework questions that you guys have. So when you click that link to the live shared Word document, you just add in what you want. And we'll just keep this running. And I guess like once that they've been solved, I can just highlight, I'm going to highlight them so that we know that we've already done them. So this is going to show you guys that these have already been solved. And I will post this on the Canvas page so that you guys know that those have already been solved. So instead of erasing things, we're going to keep a running log of any questions that you guys have. And then once we've gone over them, I will just highlight them. I think that's probably makes the most sense. And then I'll just post videos that you guys can watch explaining how to do those problems. So just have your homework questions in by 9 p.m. daily, and I'll make a video once my kids are sleeping, answering those questions for you guys. Yes, I did say that the code for the Chapter 8 test is ACE, A-C-E. Yep. And then the code for the optional midterm is thankful. Thankful. I'll type that in case anybody needs help spelling. Thankful. All right. And I hope everyone has their little chat box open so that you guys can see what's being asked and stuff on the side. So you can just always have that little chat box open so you can see what people are asking. You also have the option to unmute and ask questions that way as well. All right, is everyone good? Good luck on your Chapter 8 test. I wish you guys all the best. I want everybody to ace it. So get started on that. And have a wonderful first day of virtual school. Take care, be safe, stay quarantined. Good luck, guys. I'm gonna log off now, all right? Finley. Bye, everyone.